Hello, my name is Todd Summers, Director of Research and Development for SoftWright, and in this video I will be giving a quick overview of what is new in TAP 7.2. So first off, with TAP 7 open, licensing. For TAP 7 licensing, we have streamlined the licensing process. With the current version of TAP, you had to install with 7.170. You had to activate TAP in both TAP 7 and in Mapper. With the new TAP 7.2, you only have to update in one place. That being said, whenever you update to 7.2 from 7.1 or earlier versions, you will need to do a reactivation. You only have to do that one time, though. Additionally, for multi-user systems, only one user will have to do the activation, and after that it'll be active for all users, so you won't have to have every user go and activate. So the streamlining process should make it a lot simpler going forward. So next up on what is new in TAP, if you look under Tools, you'll notice here that we have Import TAP 6 transmission lines. If you have a transmission line database in TAP 6 that you've created and you've added transmission lines to, if you click here on Import TAP 6 transmission lines, they'll bring them into TAP and you can use those in your studies. Go back to TAP, go under Preferences. A couple new things on Preferences. First, you'll notice here we have a Show All Notifications alert. Switching this on and off will determine whether you just see the error notifications or if you see errors as well as all warning and information ones. If you want to turn off your information and warning notifications, you can do that here. Make it a little less noisy. This is a user request we responded to. Now for path study, you'll notice if I look at my path study, there's no right-hand axis here. There's now a user preference to add that right-hand axis for those that want it in there. Check, uncheck to add or remove. Okay. We go under the Utilities ribbon bar. First, under Transmission Line Manager, you can add a new library. Let's go ahead and take it off. I'd add previously. Click on New Library. Click OK. New model. Give it a name. Okay. And then you can go and you edit that model that you have selected. Put in your frequency, your loss. Add, go to the next one, 200. 2 plus 300, for instance. 3 for my loss rate. You can put in max power if you'd like to as well. When you're done, click the Save button. It'll resort on the save, and then you can use it in your fixed facility database if you'd like. So that's just there for manual entry. That was not there previously. It's now there in 7.2. Click OK to exit. Also under Utilities tab, you'll notice now we have antenna tools. This is your Omni Antenna Distortion tool, as well as your stacked antenna. We've added these modules. We've transition them over from TAP 6. They're now available in TAP. I'll cover these two in a separate video. I'll just do those two in a separate video. Now, if you look under Propagation Model, you'll notice there are more prop models available that we've transitioned from TAP 6 as well. Broadcast, carrier interpolated, and specialized mobile radio. These are primarily used for area coverage studies, but they're now available within TAP 7.2, where you can do these contour models in TAP 7.2. There's a number of other less noticeable changes within TAP throughout TAP 7.2, such as speed of fixed facility data entry over here. There are a number of other changes you won't notice, more subtle, but they are throughout TAP. So let's go over to Mapper now. So this is a tile study that I've run. Once a tile study runs, it comes up. It has green and red as the two default values. Green is above threshold, red below threshold, the threshold being when it's defined for your mobile facility. If you go under Preferences, you now have the ability to set it up to automatically load for a template, a layer style template. So if I click on Browse, I've created a DBM heat map template. Select it, click OK, click OK again. And the next time I load a layer, it'll automatically load with that styling that I've defined as my automatic one. Here I've got -110 to -60, purple to red as my coloring. This is the one I had previously loaded. We'll get rid of that. And I also have my fixed facility and my fixed facility label here showing up. So that all automatically loads. Now, the way you save those, you remember, you click here to edit the layer styling. For instance, if I go under Style, you can set colors here, set levels here. You can do an autofill, and then whenever you have it set up the way you want to, you can save it. You can do this for indoor versus outdoor coverage, multiple configurations, mobile versus portable, talk in or talk out. For a lot of cases, you can do a single set of thresholds here and have that set up as your default to load as your layer settings. Click OK. Finished here. And then additional in Tap, you now have the ability to add some different objects as annotations. So I can draw a polygon, right click to close it. You can also draw a circle. You can either put in a circle radius, add in, manually put in a latitude, longitude, click add circle, or click on a point, drag it, and it gets colored according to the shape, fill, border color, border thickness, opacity. You can add the circle here if you'd like to, and then later on when you want to move these things, select if you want to move here, or you can go in, you can adjust the radius, make it 10 kilometers, update circle. You see it's over top of this one, you can send to back, bring to front, so those are now options for your annotations. There's a lot more to do with annotations. If I go under obstructions, if you go in here and you browse for an obstruction file or create an obstruction file and you want to add a building, you have the option now of doing a polygon or circle. Previously this was just a rectangle. So if you see a building that's like diagonal in shape, for instance, you can click on the corners of that building and then you can add it to your obstruction file. Alternatively, you could also do a circle if you wanted to. And once it's all ready, you can add it. You click Save Buildings, and that'll save it to your obstruction file. So you have the ability to put in arbitrary shapes, arbitrary polygon shapes or circles in your obstruction database. You can do that here, as opposed to doing it through, say, a TAP 6 or manually through a surface feature file. And that is a quick overview of what is new in TAP 7.2. Happy tapping to all, and have a great one.